says a real estate agent just opens doors and sells houses. Well, that's not the truth. Yes, we do open doors. Yes, we do help sell houses, but our real job is solving issues and problems. Let's dive into that. I'm Kacie Jenkins with Oak Realty, and really selling a house or buying a house is just one big problem that we've got to put the pieces together the correct way to get you to the end. And so the problem starts with what kind of house do you want? And we've got to put the pieces together of what you like, what you don't like, what's out there, what's not out there, where can we find what we need to put the pieces together to find you that perfect house. And so that for us is problem number one. Problem number two is getting you through negotiating all of the terms. So negotiating for the price, negotiating for the terms, the closing date, the inspection, all of that is another Rubik's Cube that we put together. And then you hit home inspection, appraisal, loan, all of that. And those are more Rubik's Cubes of things that we've got to do, as well as title and everything. So us as agents, yes, we open doors. Yes, we fill out paperwork. Yes, we do stuff to get you to the end. But in the background, all we're doing is putting our thinking caps on that we were told to put on in 5th grade that we never took off. And we are figuring out how to get to the end of the problem in front of us that is all of the pieces that you need to step through. And a lot of that requires creativity. So if a house is sitting on the market and not selling, but we've got some buyers that are really interested, do we write them an offer as the seller to the buyer saying, hey, here's an offer, would you start negotiations with us? You know, if we have a big home inspection that's got foundational issues, we have to sit down and go, okay, do we go ahead and get an escrow account, or do we ask for fixes, or do we walk away? And these are all questions that we've got to mull over in our mind to know how to bring them up to you before we mull it over with you. I can tell you as an agent, I probably sit on things for an hour or 2 to 3 hours to calm down, especially when it's a bad, crazy thing, to calm down before I call you. So I have some options for you of, okay, here's the problem, here's some answers, what are your thoughts? Because I'm not calling you with here's the problem and telling you to give me the answer, because that's not your job. My job is to walk you through with here's all your options, which way do you want to go? And whether it's on the seller side, the buyer side, whatever it may be, I'm going to come to you with options. And that's why we as agents, we don't just show houses, we solve problems. The problem is getting you from one house to the other, or getting you into your first house, or getting you out of your last house into your next step and your next stage of life. Whatever it may be, that's what you come to me with, even though it's a very happy time and it's a very exciting time and we're really excited for you every single time. We know all the hurdles that need to be taken and we know how to get over them, but we also know when those hurdles fall down or we hit those hurdles, how do we pick it back up and keep going? And we have answers for all of that. And we have a whole entire team around us that helps us has those answers for you and helps us get through that with you. So if you want to know all the problems that we deal with, and you want to know how to get from one to the other, from start to finish, and jump all those hurdles, we would love to chat with you, whether it be on the buying side or the selling side, to talk you through what exactly we do in the background that you usually never see because it happens at my home office and sitting in front of my desk. We would love to peel back the curtain and show you all the things that we take care of and why you hire us to get things done so it takes stress off your plate. So give us a call, shoot us a text, and don't forget to like and subscribe.